Statistic, yep, yep, statistic, yep, statistic, yep, Miss Love, Miss Love, Miss Love, look at me, it's Timmy T, about to hit him with his ETST.
From being known as Soccer Timmy in his apartment building to headlining billion-dollar franchises like Dune and Wonka, Timothée Chalamet has risen to become one of the most talented actors of his generation.
I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it. And I tried to show and you wouldn't let me, which is fine. No. But I must make you here now and give me an answer because I cannot go on like this any longer. And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore.
Most actors spend years carefully protecting their public image. But Timothée Chalamet seems to have looked at the whole idea and decided it sounded way too exhausting to bother with. Which also explains why, when thousands of people gathered in New York just to impersonate him, his first instinct wasn't to stay home and avoid it altogether.
The actor himself crashed the event. Chalamet posed for photos with some of his doppelgangers. The crowd got so big, people arrived and ordered people to disperse. 4 were arrested and released with summonses. Organizers were fined for not having a permit.
A few months later, he went even further, bringing the lookalikes back and officially promoting them as part of his personal media team.
Having to be SNL host and musical guest in the same week, so it's a lot of work. And I want to focus on the songs. So I brought in some help to cover with all the hosting duties.
What's up?
Hey. Stuff like meeting with the writers or working on my monologue. And of course, you gotta listen to Mikey Day brag about hosting is a cake.
The only downside is I'm like thinking everything's cake. I'm like, wait, is this cake? No, I'm just playing. Hey, Timothy, wait up though.
All things considered, should be a great show. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to be on Fallon right now.
And somehow that wasn't even the weirdest thing he did, because shortly after, he stepped onto a college football broadcast and accidentally convinced an entire sports audience he'd been secretly studying game tape for years.
Big-time win for the state of West Virginia that's going to continue to do that with the next hiring of the head coach.
Okay, I'm going Louisiana here. Tyrone Lewis Jr., Cody Jackson, Tyree Skipper. They're going to step that defense up. Billy Napier's legend remains. The defense is strong.
She's Georgia fan! Go, Dogs! Go, Dogs!
Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Does that mean you're picking Georgia?
At this point, it felt like Timothée Chalamet had somehow collected expertise in every random subject on Earth. Which brings us back to the origin story. Because according to him, none of this would have happened without a $50 bribe, a Lil B concert, and one extremely unconventional knighting ceremony.
He was just like all over the place, Love Lil B. Shout out Lil B.
And you met him at school?
I met him at NYU. I had $50 from a commercial I did. I bribed a kid to give me his ticket. I was in there alone, front row to the right. I raised my hand. I got called on by him. I was telling him I was going to ask out a crush. He invited me on stage, and he knighted me. And honestly, he said that boy's hand's been blessed. And from there, my acting career took off.
And somehow, that still isn't the strangest part of the story. Because once his acting career actually took off, Timothée Chalamet started building an entirely different reputation among co-stars and interviewers.
Squonks.
These questions, did you prepare? Are you prepared for yours when I'm about to test you?
Listen, I'm prepared.
Okay,
Check the ESPN College Game Day footage. The boy does his research. Playing a real-life figure, everything felt out of my comfort zone, and as my muscles as the character of Bob Dylan got stronger, things felt in my comfort zone. And felt like a real relief to. Am I making you laugh right now?
No, I'm looking at the next thing.
I'm bearing my soul with these.
I'm like not even.
Most actors keep their acceptance speeches private, but Timothée Chalamet decided to read his on live television. If you're enjoying the video so far, hit that subscribe button right now. We break down the funniest, weirdest, and most unexpected celebrity moments that show famous people are often way stranger than their public image suggests.
Man, Just another lonely night with my Dune popcorn bucket. But the most embarrassing part is I've had this sad little speech in my pocket for 4 years that I've never gotten a chance to read. So I was thinking maybe tonight I could read it for everyone here. Is that possible? Okay. Why don't we, everyone here, just pretend like we're at an award show, and can I give you this envelope and just say the award goes to, and then you read it, okay? And the award goes to Kenan Thompson.
Thank you very much. Wow. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I didn't expect this. To my fellow nominees, you did beautiful work this year. I love Bob Dylan. This is for you, Bob. For y'all
No, come on, Kenan, come on, man. Can I do that part, please, man? I'm never here, man. Can I do it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Little bitch.
I just want to say I'm really excited for tonight. You might not know the Bob Dylan songs I'm performing, but they're my personal favorites, and I'm so grateful Saturday Night Live is still doing weird stuff like this 50 years in. They're either really nice for letting me do this, or incredibly mean, and this is all a big prank.
Most people would be embarrassed, but Timothée Chalamet just turned it into a joke, which makes a lot more sense when you learn that before he was an Oscar nominee, and even before playing Bob Dylan, he was known by a far less intimidating name, Soccer Timmy.
Soccer Timmy.
Soccer Timmy, you know, there's so many Timmys in my building that I was Soccer Timmy growing up.
And you were a coach of some soccer at age 13 in France.
In the neighboring town of my dad's, Chaumont-sur-Lignon, neighboring town, Saint-Agrève.
You actually chased the team up a hill to a hotel on your bike?
Yeah, that's true. The hotel, goddamn.
Bello.
Yeah, wow.
And somehow it only gets stranger from here, because everything we've talked about so far has happened off camera. The truly confusing part is what Hollywood keeps seeing whenever they look at Timothée Chalamet.
Particularly on the Timmy side, it's just Timmy. I mean, all of Newport 65, those are Timmy's vocals in the mic as we're shooting. So, I mean, all flash all the way back to the first 10 minutes. Him sitting down with Woody Guthrie in that hospital is a live recording of him on the set singing that song and everything in between.
Most actors specialize in one side of that equation, but Timothée Chalamet somehow does both. And Bob Dylan wasn't even the role that convinced Hollywood to trust him with everything. The next one demanded he carry an entire universe on his shoulders.
Timothy, why? Because, sorry.
I got you.
No, but he's just one of the most brilliant actors of his generation, by far. The genius of acting, he's a very strong actor. And I needed someone that would be able to bring the complexity, all the layers to Paul's characters, and I wanted someone that would have the necessary charisma. At the end of the day, at the beginning, Paul is a boy struggling with his identity, but will slowly become later in the story a messianic figure. So you need to have someone that has a rock star.
Then somehow, his next major assignment involved chocolate musical numbers and a top hat. And against all logic, it somehow worked just as well.
And then that vision happened and it came to life.
Well, that's a really good question. First of all, thank you. That means a huge amount to me because the original Willy Wonka is right up there for me too. And it's a daunting experience to kind of walk in those footsteps. I think when I started working on the movie, I'd been fortunate enough to meet Timothy in that kind of year where he did Call Me By Your Name and Lady Bird, and knew what a wonderful actor he was. And I really wanted to write something for him. And so pretty much from the second David Hayman suggested a young Willy Wonka film to me, I was like, well, that could be Timothée Chalamet. So there's obviously never a guarantee that you're going to get the actor that you want. But in my head, I sort of went, well, him or someone like him. I don't know who there is like him.
But the performance that first made Hollywood stop and pay attention couldn't have been more different. It wasn't built on spectacle, it was built on silence.
We are counting down live to Oscars. We are less than 30 minutes away from the big show now, but we've still got some of the night's biggest stars to talk to, and I've got one of the biggest with me right now, Timothée Chalamet, Best Actor nominee for a breakout role in Call Me By Your Name, and you brought your mom. I love it.
Absolutely, man. This is crazy to be here. I have nothing to add. I mean, this is just insane. Talking to Michael Strahan, my mom's here, so very happy to be here.
Mom, has this been his energy the whole time?
This is like unbelievable. I'm so proud of him. He's done such a wonderful job. It's been like a bolt of lightning.
But what happened afterward might be even more revealing, because nobody talks about the speeches you never get to give. Timothée Chalamet does.
You go up on stage. Are you prepared with like a speech? Do you think about, or is it like, I feel like that's the age-old question. Do you just wing it and hope that like it all comes out okay? Or do you have a whole thing prepared? Do you write it down? What's going on?
What a great question, because like you said, this is my 4th Golden Globe nomination, and look, I'll just say this: there's nothing more uniquely hilarious and something like you cannot share with anyone when you get home and you tear up the little thing that
that you were gonna say
that you never had to use, and you think to yourself, you narcissistic, arrogant prick, on what planet did you think you were gonna use it? This is Sirius XM, right? I can say whatever I want.
You can say whatever you want, baby.
Of course.
Balls.